I'm Isabelle Billerey-Rayel from DALIM Software, Business Development Manager. I'm together today with Christian. Christian, in our last conversation, we have spoken about smart packaging. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit more about process management. Could you please share with us a little bit more about what is process management?
Sure. In the packaging industry, as we just mentioned on our previous discussion, you have a lot of actors, stakeholders that are involved into the development of those packages or other collaterals. And that means that for this, you need to have something that is really collaborative, where you can share all of the information to get rid of the exchange of email and Excel spreadsheet, where you can actually gather all of the different metadata that you need on a project, which could be a code, price, a date. And this is something that can be managed throughout the whole process with a sophisticated engine, basically.
Okay, so if I understand you talking about the process between agencies, also between marketing department, regulatory, translation, that's correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, this is really the managing of the copy. So at that point of the process, this is where we're really talking about the data and how to manage the data, which is, let's say, an upfront step before getting to the artwork and to gather all of the accurate information that you need to put on the artwork.
Yeah. So here we are. And what's about the document? What's happening to the document? Because at the end of the day, we have the labels and we have the packaging. So what's concerning the document?
So once you gather all of the different information, you have, it may be internally, but most of the time you're working with external companies like agencies, and they are going to develop the artwork based on the data that you're giving, which is some information, as we just mentioned, and also some other specific assets like branding logos or cutter guides and those kind of things. And so they use all of this information and they build the artwork. And then afterwards, the artwork has to be published to a web platform, where actually this is where all of the people that actually delivered upfront the information, they can check that everything is correct. So here it's getting access to the artwork online, where the legal and the packaging engineer and all of the experts and the marketing, of course, can get access to that artwork, look at all of the different elements that you have on the artwork and check if everything is in line with what has been delivered before. And those kind of platform, like the one that you have at DALIM with DALIM ES and the dialogue engine, this is typically the kind of software, the kind of solution where you can get access in a collaborative way of those information and artwork.
Yeah, and also what we can observe is at brand level, they are using more and more 3D. Can you also manage 3D with that?
Yeah, so in the 3D environment, if we're talking about the validation of the content, which is the topic here, so when you have the 3D, which comes next to the 2D, that really helps into developing the package. Because, for example, when you're a legal person and you have to give the approval on the document, you have to validate that all of those texts are correct, but you also have to validate that some of the elements of the package need to be in the same visual zone, for example. And when you have the package in 3D and you can turn the package and you can look at it, you can ensure that, for example, you don't have part of the code being here and the other part being there, which is not always easy to see when you're only in 2D.
Yes. So now, thank you. I can now understand better how it's working. And augmented reality, is it also not too far away from 3D? What can you tell us about augmented reality?
So the augmented reality is something that is added on top of the 3D and the packaging development that we're doing here. And this is really to get the consumer engagement. The idea is just like, I have my package or I'm on the shelf in the store, and I want to get some more information, some more engagement with the package. So this is where you can shoot your package, you can get access to some information, you can simulate having this package or a bunch of those packages being on your desk just in front of you, like what we're doing here, but completely virtually. And this is really, giving a much more advanced experience and interaction with the consumer, basically.
Thank you, Christian, and thank you for this information. It was live broadcast from Labelexpo. So for those of you who are visiting Labelexpo this year, just come and visit us in Hall 9, booth A64. This will be a pleasure to show you more about our ES platform. And for those of you who don't have the chance to come and visit Brussels, please just find us on our live Facebook broadcast or visit just simply labelexpo.dalim.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.